And of course, we're continuing to monitor the severe weather threat that's coming right into our region late this afternoon into early this evening. Although you probably would think, well, what is this then? We're sitting right over top of us. Well, it's actually part of a stalled out frontal system sitting right around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. This is going to combine with a coming in cold front from the far west, and that's going to lead us with a large squall line of showers and thunderstorms heading into the late afternoon and early evening. Right now, most of these are capable of producing some heavy lightning as well as some quarter-sized hail that was being picked up on radar a little bit earlier in the day. And of course, wind gusts up to about 50 miles per hour. None of them have any severe status right now, but we're going to continue to monitor throughout much of today. And of course, as you're waking up this morning, yeah, you expect some fog. Of course, if you don't see, I've already trouble seeing from all the rain, lightning, and heavy cloud cover. But don't worry, a lot of this should clear out by your lunch hour, so that's going to be about your last time where you should be outside. Then when you go into the early parts of the afternoon, you should be still okay as the kids get dropped off from school. Notice temperatures though, wow, they're getting pretty warm. We're talking upper 70s, lower 80s across the region. Right around 5 o'clock, though, that's when we start to see the squall line already pushing its way into our western areas. Stephenville, Comanche, Brownwood, Goldthwaite, San Saba. That's when you start to see some of those very strong and potentially severe showers, thunderstorms, you name it. It really starts to form a more definitive line right along I-35. You see a lot of these cells kind of forming right there. Then it pushes all the way out into I-45, the Brazos Valley, by about 9 o'clock this evening, and then it's gone. You see nothing for our Friday morning, even throughout Friday afternoon, going into Saturday morning. And even Saturday afternoon, absolutely nothing. Clear skies, relatively calm winds. It actually looks pretty good. Here's the timeline for when you can expect these showers and thunderstorms to push through. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock for much of our western areas. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock for much of I-35, big cities, Temple, Waco, Killeen. Then we start to see the Brazos Valley and I-45, 8 o'clock till about 10 o'clock tonight. We still have that level 3 enhanced risk for much of the region. Western zones still on that level 2 slight risk. So we can expect strong winds and hail. More isolated tornadoes with the level 3 risk. Level 4, we're talking about some very strong tornadoes possible and even a little bit more on the scattered end. The only thing I don't see really in terms of our threats is going to be some heavy rain and possible flash flooding just because of how quickly the system's moving in. But because it's quick, wind and tornadoes are going to be on the larger threat side as well as that damaging hail. Throughout much of today and this afternoon, watches and warnings, that's what you need to pay attention for. Watches means conditions are favorable. Warning means that the severe weather is already occurring. What to do in severe weather? Get to the lowest level of your home, away from windows, put your shoes on and cover your head. Of course, tonight it starts to clear out a little bit, still staying windy. Temperatures though, they're going to be dropping. And you know what? Just as you head into the next part of the weekend, that's when you start to see much cooler temperatures and of course, nice clear skies, the calm after the storm.